Okay, so we're going to practice now a neutral bridge, which will help engage your back extensors that will help to keep your posture more upright as you're sitting or standing or walking. So you're going to lie down. I like to take my fingers and have my heels touch my fingertips if I reach down. But if that feels too tight of a position, you can keep your feet a little bit away from you, a little bit away from your heels, go a little bit away from your butt. You're going to rest your arms on the floor and feel that there's a small space underneath your lower spine. You can feel with your hand or just with your body. And then you're going to try to lift up just an inch or two off of the ground without tucking your tail under. And then you're going to hinge back down. That's the first step. So if I exaggerate what's happening, I'm lifting up like so. My knees are going to go a little over my toes and my pelvis lifts straight up without changing my spine. And then I hinge down. If I were changing my spine, I'd be tucking my tail under and pushing up from my butt so that I'm kind of scooped here and tucked under in my tail. And then I would want to roll down. But instead, we're going to keep this whole part of the body really stable and just hinge so that nothing changes in my belly or in my spine. And then I crease at my hips to come back down. So that's the first step. Then I'm going to lift up and I'm going to try and feel that my pelvis stays completely stable, and I'm going to think about stepping one knee towards my chest without changing anything that I'm doing in my pelvis. So this requires a lot of stability on the standing leg, if I'm lifting this leg, and also on the side that's hanging in the air that's lifting the thigh up. So I'm actually using my arms a bit to help stabilize as I do this. I'll go back and forth just a couple of times. I'll really feel the standing leg. I try to feel my pelvis stay level. And then I can take a rest. So if that's too difficult and you feel like you're really wobbling as you're lifting your legs, you can start by just trying to lift the knee up. So I'm just kind of unweighting this foot. I don't even have to lift it up all the way, and I feel a lot of engagement on my standing leg. I just try to lift up, and I feel everything engaged. This side's harder for me. And then eventually you'll be able to lift, and then one day you'll be able to do it with your arms up, which is harder because you don't have the arms to balance. So that would be the advanced way to do it. Another thing you can do is if you feel like your hamstrings are starting to cramp, you can take your feet out away from you a little bit further. Come up and try to feel your abdominals and your back muscles and your glutes engaged so that it's like you're sandwiching those things around your spine, so that you feel support all around the front and back of your body before you try to do this. Try to always make sure to hinge back down, that you're not rolling down through your spine.